Street Chess Motherfucking Podcast. Make some noise!
He's a legendary Queens rapper.
Hey, Sangria, this your boy N.O.R.E.
He's a Miami hip-hop pioneer.
What up, is DJ EFN?
Together, they drink it up with some of the biggest players,
you know what I mean,
in the most professional, unprofessional podcast, and your #1 source for drunk facts.
Street Chess Motherfucking Podcast, where every day is New Year's Eve.
It's time for Drink Champs. Drink up, motherfucker.
What it could be, hopefully what it should be. It's your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, is DJ EFN?
And this Drink Chance Motherfucking Podcast. Make some noise! And right now we're doing a year-end wrap-up type of event.
Shout out to the venue. We're at Racket.
Shout out to Racket. Those are my people. They got the best restaurant on the beach. Drunken Dragon,
The bar.
No, this is just
Racket
the bar.
is a bar.
No, Racket is just
but
the
you're
bar.
talking about your favorite restaurant.
My favorite restaurant. I don't know why Mr. Lee corrected me on my favorite. How you gonna correct me on my favorite restaurant, nigga? You gotta relax. Dawn P is in the motherfucking building. We here doing a family episode because the Woo did not show up.
No, but they did.
Yesterday.
Yesterday we had 6 Woo members. That's incredible.
Yeah, that was incredible. But we wrapping up the year end. We got Supa Cindy in the building. Make some noise. Who I like to think of as the owner of Champion in the building. Even though he might not be the owner, but in my mind, you're the owner. Okay. And right now, Kim Kardashian is wearing Champion. Kanye West is wearing Champion. So we're gonna big him up. That's Mandy's in the building for Champion. And right now, when you think of street teams, you gotta think of Steve Rifkin. You gotta think of Puff Daddy, think of Sean Pecos, and you gotta think of Shampoo. Facts! Right now, when you talk about Boston, New England, you cannot forget the homie, Milsies. Let's make it another. And then Soul NY was signed to Jermaine Dupri. I'm sorry I'm skipping you, Sonny, because you're just not that important. We love you.
I'm just saying, like for real.
You don't have a mic. You gotta relax.
His voice travels.
I got a Prince and a Princess story. Like, where?
All right, let's keep it moving.
And now we got Soul NY in the building. Was 106 in Park King. Was signed to Jermaine Dupri. We're gonna get into that story later. We need to understand what happened, what went wrong, and he's in the building. Let's make some noise for him as well.
Don't forget SBK. He walked away from the table. He's in the building.
Look, SBK has always been the guy to be behind the scenes. So loyal. Person I honor, I trust with anything I do. Always been there for me. It's never been about the money, it's always been about the work, and I love SBK. So we're gonna make some noise for SBK.
I know, you gonna get camera time?
Yeah, SBK.
He's doing one by.
Doing one by SBK. So what we gonna do, we're gonna start with Supa Cindy. Let's bring the mic over there. Supa Cindy. Is that you on your shirt?
Yes, it is. I was part of Art Bag this weekend too, of course.
Hold on. That's hard.
I saw that on Instagram. What is behind that? What is not literally what's behind that? What was the idea behind doing that photo shoot?
Well, basically the exhibit was called Naked Sober Alessandra Gold, her cruising sneakers, and she had about 5 celebrities from Miami pose nude and had a little saying. So my saying was, "I'm thicker than a baby sneaker." Sneaker. You know,
niggas ain't no Supa Cindy. That makes some noise. Your Instagram about to be lit.
Yo, but can I just say this, because I'm tired of saying it? Like, if anything is not real, okay, but my ass is 100% real. Haitian and Dominican booty is real.
We need somebody to test that out. Can you look at a trustworthy person to test it out? Charles?
No, can I call my boyfriend?
Yeah,
his judgment.
It's not gonna count. It can't count.
All right. But we just want to see you grab a booty.
Get me single.
He's gonna be like, it's hell real right now.
Come on, boyfriend.
Grab it, baby.
So Supa Cindy,
Yes.
you and Trick Daddy started a podcast.
Yes, we have.
We were
Famous
mad at
and
y'all.
And we're supposed to be on the
Yeah,
Trick Daddy's
do it.
podcast network.
But
I know.
I'm sorry.
It's not my fault though. You know that.
It's nobody's fault. This is just
But
the
it was
universe.
BB. Let's throw it out there. It was BB.
Who's that?
Oh.
No, I'm just saying. No comment.
Okay.
I know I didn't mean it like that. Please.
You
Oh, God.
definitely meant it like that.
I live here. Please. I didn't mean it like that. No, please. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
You gotta relax.
I don't know anything about that.
You know BB has something to do with it. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Look ahead.
We have Famous and Uncensored, and we're doing it, but it's a work in progress as well.
No, we got y'all back.
Thank you.
We got y'all back. You know what I mean?
You can always change it
So,
later.
What did you say?
I didn't mean it. I'm just saying.
what you do out some Haitian?
I think he just threw voodoo on you. Retaliate with voodoo back.
So now, Manny, representing champion. For how long you been representing champion, Manny?
Bring closer, man.
I've been on the job for 13 years. 13.
13.
Raised a lot of you little niggas.
So this is before Kim Kardashian was wearing champion.
Yes, sir.
And you start. So how did you get this gig? How did this come about?
The hardest working intern.
Oh, you was an intern for champion.
I was an intern, yeah. So, yeah,
Well, you got a Kevin Lau story. Let's go.
Yeah, just you know, I come from music videos. Had the honor to work on your video, N.O.R.E. In the rain for 3 days. That was
Rain and fire.
and fire,
And fire.
fireworks.
It was definitely awkward for me. I'm from Left Rack. I didn't know how you could fake fire.
We had the buses spinning.
Yes.
Tom
Diane
Bennett,
Martell.
Diane
Let's not forget Diane
Let's not
Martell.
forget,
The woman
yeah.
in the business had to be bigged up.
Yeah, that was a big video.
Yes, it was.
That was a big sound. N.O.R.E, you know, was carrying crates in '79 from my little crew, right?
You was carrying
Yeah, I was
crates?
carrying crates.
I was
for my
born in
crew
77, my
79.
nigga. All right. I respect you.
So I'm
Continue.
carrying crates into the projects. My man, you were shaking the projects. What? So you wonder why people call you, why you here? Why people respect you? It ain't about me, N.O.R.E. There's dudes like you that just held down hip hop. It's not about me. It ain't about. I went into, first thing before I got into business was to respect the craft.
Real shit.
And that's, you know, when I met you on your video, it was just, boom, I was a PA, I was delivering your food. N.O.R.E was tired, it was like 3 in the morning, we delivering his burgers. He was tired, but he kept it humble, and that's what, he was like, yo, I got you, it's cool, you know? And that's what, those are the things that really matter, is that we were in the rain, you know, it was hip hop.
Right.
You was in the Lex. I think Def Jam was whispering in your ear. Hey, can you come over to Def Jam?
Right.
So it ain't about.
No, he's right. Leo came to that video shoot.
You know, he was there. I seen him there. So
I was on penalty, but Def Jam was trying to scoop me at
exactly
that.
right there in the rain, in the rain, in Newark.
Yeah, in Newark.
So that's what really matters to me, man. You know, like the brand is dope, but you know, like it's about the culture that we move. We move the world. Right. So all of y'all are responsible for moving the world. So ain't nothing can shake us.
But let me ask you something before I pass it off to Shampoo. See, Champion has always been like a hood brand, right? So then recently, you know, Kim Kardashian started wearing it, Khloe Kardashian, and the other Kardashian, Kourtney, and then Kanye wore it, and then it's like a frenzy. But your first collab was with Supreme, right? Supreme's first collab was with y'all.
Yes, sir. I did that right there.
And now I feel like that's what got like the Hollywood people on y'all radar.
Now we got a lot of people to thank. We got Virgil for using the Champion blanks. You know,
Champion blanks is bullets?
Yeah, he used the blanks and he printed Pyrex.
Bullets?
Pyrex Vision. Pyrex Vision.
I'm like,
he did that.
That niggas got bullets out this motherfucker? I ain't getting no bullets. bullets, man. What the fuck? You gave me Simi everything else. You ain't send me no bullets now.
Supreme was monumental. But it was just, it was a passion project. It was like carrying the ball for all of us that, you know what? We could be from, I saw it in the hood.
Yeah.
But my mission was to make it a global pop brand. So that was my mission. So whatever I had to do that, that's what I had to do. That's the same thing you do when you make a track. From banging the projects to banging in Paris. So that's, I'm just happy to be here, man. I don't look at the scoreboard. I just keep going, man. So
let's make some noise for Champion. Now, Shampoo, this is your second time on Drink Champs. Maybe,
he's been on a couple times.
No, he's been not on.
Yeah.
You was just there on the Puff Daddy episode. Definitely planted yourself in a great direction because you got a lot of shine off.
You see how they move too, right? I was fucking around. Everybody was outside like, look, when N.O.R.E said, when he said, I'm sitting right there.
He stood like,
and I didn't go nowhere. Everybody like, yo, this thing I'm more like, nah, I'm sitting right here all night till they start this fucking show.
Now, Shampoo,
you see, baby, yeah.
Chill, relax. Now, Shampoo, you have the job that in the hip hop is probably like the most respectful. Meaning, if an artist is really paying attention to their career, they understand that you're the guy that gets them in the club. They understand that you're the guy that puts on their poster. They understand that you're the guy that puts up their sticker. They understand that you're the guy that pulls down the arch rivals.
That's right.
But if an artist don't understand that, how difficult is it?
They don't. A lot of artists don't understand the struggle, so they don't appreciate it. Like I give you an example. One time, N.O.R.E, I gotta use you as an example because N.O.R.E was one of my clients. This is how he became one of my best friends.
Right.
He was one of my clients, and I was moving him around in the city, and then I was arguing with a DJ because the DJ didn't want to play his song, his music right then, and I'm like, yo, he's about to leave. So N.O.R.E didn't understand what was going on in the booth because security coming, everybody coming. I'm like, yo, play the fucking record. Stop playing, man. He's like, give me a minute. Give me no more fucking minutes, bro. You've been here a fucking hour. He's about to leave in 10 minutes, bro. Play his music. And that's what I do. I'm the motherfucker that bridge the gap between the artist and the DJ because a lot of times the artists don't know how to deal with a DJ when the DJ's on his bullshit. So I'm the middleman that takes the hits for the artist. You know what I mean? And I'm the one that
apparently Sling takes hits too.
So I'm the guy that brings the artists to the DJs. I introduce all the artists to the DJs. I move them around. I bring them to the tastemakers. I set up, the meet and greets. I do tours. I work their records. I'm the motherfucker that start their records from the ground up before the label pushes the button and says, okay, we believe in them. Before the label be like, okay, we believe in them, let's go. So I'm the one when the motherfucker's like, just started, he's happy, he don't really got no bread, and he's just happy to be here. I'm the one that brings the artists around. And your last 300 artists, I was the motherfucker that brung them around before they popped. And then after that, they forget us. And then they give up.
That's it. Did Supa Cindy ever give you a
No, this is my first time meeting her. I never.
met Supa Cindy?
No, I never did my first time. Because, she deals with, with the radio guys. You know what I mean? Right.
You the lower answer.
Right. I'm the guys that do the guerrilla marketing and the clubs, and when they need the radio spins, they holler at her. I don't holler at her until they're at a certain point.
Yeah, and you can't even speak to her.
Right, because it's not time yet.
It's not time.
She'll look at me like, who is he?
Right.
And why am I interviewing? No, I'm not doing that. So I'm the one that builds them up, get them hot, get them smoking, and then the label comes in and put the bag behind them, and then they hit the moon.
Okay, so now EFN. I have to ask you.
Me, bro?
No, because you know why?
He come from this.
You know what? Yes. Here's the crazy thing is, our actual connection is I always fucked with the street team in New York, and then they always hired you when they came to Miami.
That's right.
You had them hire me.
No, I'm saying initially.
Yeah, I was already working.
Yeah, you was already working.
But then when we got cool,
took me I always made sure they hired you. But I'm saying prior to that, how difficult was that? Because these artists, they come to the town, they see the weed, they see the women, and now they don't really want to work. How difficult was for you?
No, the thing is the era that I worked in. The artists were hungry and they were happy to be in Miami. That's the thing. So when they came here, it was easier to work with them.
We should make some noise for that.
It's very professional. It's different time.
Great way to answer the question.
We had How Can I Be Down, all these conferences, and we could, all these artists like Busta and Puff, you could talk to these people at that point. Hip hop was in its infant stages in terms of mass media.
Oh, so you're saying Puff was approachable and Busta was approachable back then?
Biggie, I mean, all these people, like Pun, they were all there. They were just happy to be recognized.
And it's not
in
all
Miami,
basic.
because in their head, they're just New York, or they're just, they come into a different city, they just be happy to be recognized there.
Right.
So when they came into these cities, it was actually pretty easy to work with them because they wanted to plant those seeds. Just like when you came to Miami, you was like, let's do it. And that's why you showed us love, and we was working, and it was like synergy between us.
And we've been family ever since.
And that's the best part about it also, when you get an artist that want to work.
Right.
Because you get artists that be like, I'm fucking tired. Nah, I'm sleeping. Like, what? Like, help me help you.
But do you think the internet has changed that? Because I'm saying this is a different era pre-internet. Now the artist is like, I'm the street team. I'm the street team just on my own social media.
Some of them are.
Some of them.
No, they are. But that's what I'm trying to say. So is it more difficult now because they think I don't need that?
But you still need the streets, because even the majors, even let's say Busta Rhymes and N.O.R.E.
He's right over there. Bust, what's up? No,
even Busta Rhymes still come back to the streets and be like, yo, I need my shit starting here.
Right.
Like a lot of the artists, they still understand the process of the music.
No, but that's artists that have been seasoned.
Right.
A lot of artists that hasn't been seasoned don't
understand
go that route.
Right.
So now, so N.O.R.E, right? We haven't heard from you. Yeah, let's give him the mic. Come on, Sonny, put the mic on.
We haven't
heard from you in so long, right?
Right.
The thing about it is, we seen you on 106 in Park.
True indeed.
We seen you killing it. JD comes. JD comes from 106 in Park, or he comes from after?
He comes on 106 in Park and present me with the chain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Presents you with the chain.
Yeah, he does the chaining.
Okay. You sign.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. I take the offer.
And then what happens from there? Because a lot of us don't just know.
Well, initially the chaining situation, and of course this is groundbreaking. I never told nobody this, but that was my idea.
For him to give you the chain?
Oh, you told him the Rockefeller chain you on the Park.
Yeah.
You wanted that look. You felt that look was important.
That's all. Because Rockefeller invented the chain.
Yeah. It was the first time.
Well, hold on. Before we continue, did Rockefeller invent the chain? Can we all agree that?
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know that last.
I think No Limit did.
Yeah, Master P in that.
I think No Limit did too. I think No Limit.
Nah, I gotta disagree, man.
I think Master P in that was the first. Yeah.
With that tank, they were putting that tank on people.
No, but they wasn't making a ceremony of it. You just seen the artist and they already had the chain on.
Chaining day.
I feel like Rockefeller made chaining day. I can't let you give that.
I remember the Kanye day.
Look, it's like real hip hop people. Can y'all agree with me on this?
Yeah.
They made a ceremony. That's what I'm trying to say.
Like an announcement through the chain.
Master P and them might have had every artist with a chain.
Right.
First.
But like press release type.
But like press release. Yeah. Okay.
When we was having a meeting, I had an opportunity. Shout out my man Big Bob.
Okay.
Big Bob.
Big up Big Bob.
Yeah, big up Big Bob. Big Bob gave me the opportunity to sit down with JD. And it was like my 6th week on 106, about to go into the final week.
And that's the 7th week.
The 7th week, retiring week. And JD was like, yo, so what you want to do after your 7th week? And I said,
so you knew he was gonna win. That's how confident it was?
Oh, the first week I was on 106, I told him I was gonna do all 7. All praises due. It's on the footage. It's on the footage.
That shit.
It's on the footage.
You won the whole thing? You won the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, AJ.
And that was big back then. Like to win
free and all
106 in Park.
Shout out to my homie Jim who won also over there.
Yeah, to win the whole week though. What was it? 7 weeks, right?
He nigga gave me a pregnant blunt. I don't know what's going on with this blunt.
It was crap. The Band-Aid.
That shit look good.
Continue, bro.
But the first week, I told AJ I'm gonna do all 7. You know what I mean? So I did all 7. So the 6th week I'm at So Def. You know what I mean? JD got the murals on the wall. I believe he got Big on the wall. Aaliyah, Jam Master Jay, and he's standing in front of me like, what you want to do? And I said exactly that. I said, well, if I was you, and I had the opportunity to sign an artist like myself, I would roll with the hype of it. So if you can, you should come to the 7th show and you should do the Rockefeller chaining. come on TV, surprise will make it look like it's a big fiasco, and put it on. Reason being, I wanted to escape the 106 and Park curse. So I figured with him
being... What's the 106 and Park curse?
None of them pop.
You know, they say none of them pop.
Okay.
None of them can make records, things of that nature.
Was that before the Gin got signed? Because he didn't.
No, I was at the Gin. I was at the Gin.
Rough Riders did the Chain
was first. And then Gin got the deal with
they did the chaining too as well.
So I figured with JD being a producer that he is, you know what I'm saying, with the great person that he is as far as music, I was like, yo, if you come on TV and do that,
I'm good.
It could change the perception because you're a songwriter and you're coming on TV like, let me snatch this kid. So he did the chaining on TV, but fast forward, the deal, in a nutshell, it ain't work out. Typical music industry shit. But no pun on So Def.
But we need because we ain't here for you for so long.
Right.
We need to understand your point of view of why it didn't work out.
It didn't work out because, for one thing, on the outside looking in, me being a fan of the game and now being in the game just that fast, it took 9 months. I left the streets of Rochester, went to the A, did my thing on the radio. Shout out to 107.9, Coco Brother. Bodied the Freestyle Friday for a year straight. BET came down, sought me out. Got with JD from the outside looking in. And once I got in, it really wasn't like our cup of tea.
Did you sign with JD?
Yeah, I signed with him. We was on Virgin Records and EMI.
Your cup of tea, meaning?
Meaning, like, once I got in the industry, it started, and I went on my promo tour, learned about the independent game, of the rap game, you know, started coming to New York more, because I'm from Rochester, New York. You know what I'm saying?
Upstate, which is upstate New York.
No doubt.
Continue.
So coming to New York, started meeting other rappers, and you know, the club, like, I'm a hip-hop artist. JD loves hip-hop, but it's something that just wasn't curling with me and So Def and the label. And my first record, Soul of a Hustler, guaranteed classic. I got a hip-hop quotable in a Source magazine for that.
Let's big you up for that.
You know what I mean?
Continue.
And my second single was with JD. So I'm gonna tell you, I was surprised I got 2 videos. I didn't believe in a game like that. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, we really went to Miami and shot a video. And then we on Rap City, and I thought he was gonna show Introduction first. He gave me a Just Do, and he showed Soul of a Hustler first. Cause JD had gave me like an ultimatum, so to say. At least that's how I took it. If we put out Soul of a Hustler first, we kind of gonna have to do the industry shit. And I was like, well, damn. My first look is everything to me. You know what I'm saying? So I went with my first look, and the industry shit just ain't work out. It didn't match parallel with the cloth that we come from and with the story that Soul of a Hustler told. So shit just kind of fizzled. So after that, I caught a situation with like Raucus on some underground shit. That has been underground ever since. You know what I'm saying? Working the internet through learning the industry from being in it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you know.
You dealt with Jared at Raucus? What'd you do with that Raucus?
It was a situation set up through my man Davin out in Dallas.
Is that when JD had Tab?
JD, that's when he had, it was me,
Q the Kid?
Franchise Boys, Q the Kid came after that, and Janet Jackson. So, me personally, I was kind of like, shit, nothing was really working over at Virgin with Jay. Even Janet shit flopped. So, I ain't take it bitter. I never been bitter about it. Didn't even take it on a hard run. I'm from the streets of Rochester. You know what I mean? I came down and caught a lick, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? I caught 6 figures and walked away cool. Paid for my mother's house.
You got a full record already?
Put me and my niggas on. We been
on there? You got a full record done?
What, we did a full album. It got bootleg because that's when Napster first hit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? Like, so through educating myself, I kind of like learned about a lot of things that kind of went wrong. It wasn't so much as JD and the label. Master had hit. The South was on the verge of coming in. New York was kind of like finding their sound and trying to search for their way because the South was popping at the time. So I kind of caught a deal.
They still popping.
I caught a good thing, like, you know, it was a gift from the curse.
South niggas
South reigns supreme right now.
South reigns supreme. They've been running supreme ever since.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I lived in the South for 12 years. That's all I hear. They shit.
It's been running ever since. You know what I mean? But like I say, man, coming from the streets of Rochester, but where I came from at that time and where I'm at today, I love it. I'm at Drink Champs right now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? My homies back home, they're gonna catch this and see it some way, somehow, and they going, you know what I mean? For us,
and we want you to
it's always a win.
And we want you to continue to do what you gotta do because the thing about it is
legendary.
The thing about it is
every day.
Sunny quote.
Every day.
Sunny quote.
They gotta be like,
all right, Sonny, you take the mic, Sonny.
But me and my man Kurt Lacey, we got a new video out for Ghetto Gossip. My man Kurt Lacey, right?
My nigga, my
brother from my block, 20 years in.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Shit is so, you know, we moving. Independent money is good.
Man, we gonna have more talk too. Hell on. Give it to Millsy. Am I saying that shit right, Millsy?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you something about that.
If it ain't about royalty, I'm not
crazy shit. Everybody in New York, since I moved there, called me Millsy.
It's not
Charlamagne called me Millsy when I did the BT Cypher.
I'm sorry.
But I still post it, you know what I mean?
So it's not Millsy?
Shit, man. If you want it to be Millsy, it's Millsy. But you know what I'm saying? It's Millie's. Like, I'm starting to get used to it. It's Millie's. Like,
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I think you should roll Millie's.
Yeah.
It's easier off the tongue.
It flows better.
So listen, you being from Boston,
right? Cambridge specifically, right?
Cambridge specifically.
Can't come to New York, nigga.
Nah, he fucks
New York.
That's Jada. Jada love this nigga. Jada Kiss, Styles, the lobby. No, City Boy D. Listen, everybody put me on to you, right? Which is real shit.
Nah, cause it blew my mind. Cause I think I met you with Fat Trail.
Fat Trail.
Remember? Yeah, Fat Trail.
I don't put the T on his name.
Oh,
Fat Trail.
Fat Trail. Yeah,
I don't like calling people
I
fat.
met you with him.
Cause I'm fat.
But then I'm figuring like you're not gonna remember me and shit. But then I saw you at Left Rack that day in the barbecue, whatever was going on. He was like, Millsy. You know what I mean? Like that shit was amazing to me, bro. Cause you one of my fucking favorite. Like the reunion, like the best beats ever.
So now, let me ask you a question, right? You're up and coming New England artist. People like Jada Kiss is on you. People like City Boy D, let's big him up. People like,
my brother.
I'm on you. I understand what you're doing. How do you connect to the radio? Like people like Supa Cindy. Have you ever met Supa Cindy?
No.
Yeah, you should meet her.
All right, good to meet you.
But how do you try to... Don't look at her like that. Her boyfriend is over there.
Yeah. No disrespect.
I ain't gonna run them. I looked at you. I said, "You got her."
Relax, man. I know the J's studio.
You was super googly eyed. You got her. But now it's even better. It's even a better question, right? Because at the end of the day, you're underground. You have the underground, obviously, because there's people from the underground like a Jada Kiss. There's people from the underground like a City Boy D that is coming to me and saying, "This is the kid." Right. So how do you, in your position, say, "Let me try to get at a person in her position"? Supa Cindy, Angie Martinez, DJ Enough. Like how?
So you know the weird shit, bro. Like I've been
Craig G.
Yeah. So like. Chubby Chub, my bro, and all of that. Like, I've been making like trap records and records that can move in the club first before like everything. But I could rap because I come from that cloth, like rapping. Like I did the Cypher, I did Flex, all of that shit, whatever, Static Show all the time. The shit that started moving for me because I'm not getting like weird face tats and pink hair and shit like that. The shit that started moving for me was. No, I'm just saying that's a way.
I understand where you're going.
I don't got a problem with that. That's a way to get attention, but the way I got attention was through like rapping. I did like a freestyle at like Static Show, and the shit started. That's where I met motherfucking Haz. That's really why I'm in. He just called me, you feel me, the whole thing, and I got so much attention off of like rapping. I'm like, they like this shit because I could do this shit at a high level, but I'm making like my fans know me for making, you know what I mean, just playing music, trap records, whatever I'm going through. I make songs first and foremost, but once I learned I could like rap at the radio and really get attention, like the Flex shit and all of that, like I was like, all right, bet. And that's this year, like it started from the Cypher. Like I got on the Cypher. I used to show up to the Cypher every year because I had to plug with a cameraman. You know what I mean? So they basically sneak me in the back door in like a little desolate location in Brooklyn and shit. And I'd just be there and I'd press what's my man's name? Jesse Collins and the big dogs from BET. You know what I'm saying? And I'd just be like, yo, if anybody miss a flight, if anybody miss a flight, whatever the fuck happens to them, just
that's smart.
I'm ready to go, you know what I mean? And the third year, like after Kendrick went, and then 2016, somebody missed a flight and Jesse Collins was like, yo, there might be a little, you know what I mean? There might be a little opening for you. So he was like, send me your links. I sent him my links. I saw him over there looking at it. He didn't look too impressed, you know what I'm saying? So I walked up to him and Yomi and I was like, bro, I got a crazy verse. It got some shock value. Yomi was like, man, shut up, man. Just rap. Go ahead, rap. It was the most fucking, I felt like, you know what I'm saying? I never been at a talent show or no shit like that. That's what it felt like, them type of nerves, you know what I mean? But I had my verse down pat, so I did my whole shit. And they were like, all right, man, you on it, man. You on the cypher, you know what I'm saying? So I did that. That was my little Eminem 8 Mile moment, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, from there, like I just realized, all right, the bars is gonna give me the recognition with the underground to give me the hits that I need, but then at the same time, I dropped a record called Lessons, and that shit moved on the radio, all of that. CT radio, Enough went crazy with it, Boston put it in Mix Show Radio, you know what I mean? So yeah, I guess that's how.
Now Supa Cindy.
Yes.
Let's bring the mic over there. Because I could imagine, right?
Yes.
See, to me, these two brothers right here, although you might not know them, they are real artists, right? That's the reason why this way we put people on Drink Champs. But how difficult is it for you to distinguish the people that saying they're real artists from the people that just, would you say they had pink hair and
they might be real artists too. I'm just saying people doing like attention grabbing stunts. You know what I mean?
Grabbing stunts. So how difficult is it for you to like distinguish that?
You know, it's extremely hard because, you know, you want to give everybody a chance, but the reality is you can't. So who do you pick and choose? But there's a few artists out of Miami that, and I'm just speaking in Miami because that's the artist that I deal with on a regular, that when I meet them, I don't know what it is, but I just connect with certain artists
like
off rip.
What's homie name?
Say some names. Say some Miami names.
Joey Dallas.
Ballgreasy. Like about every 6 months. Of course. About every 6 months I do a thing called the Miami Cypher. I'm on my 3rd one. I just did one from the video last week.
My nigga too.
Of course.
He ain't from Miami. He's from
Bowden. But like on my first one. Yeah, so like on my first one I had Ballgreasy on it, Kid Omar. There's a lot of artists out of Miami. There's this girl right now called Pilly May. Have you guys heard of her?
No.
I should keep it to myself.
No,
I want her.
I'm trying to sign shit.
No. You didn't hear me say her name then. No, but there's certain artists that are just fire, and it sucks because a lot of them will not make it to the radio. That's just the reality. But I think with social media and other outlets now, they don't have to be on the radio.
Shout out to Denzel Curry.
Oh yeah, Denzel out of Carroll City. That's another artist.
But let me ask you, do you think artists need radio? Because I watch Charlamagne the God, and Charlamagne the God always says to me, he says, these artists be trying to ask me to play their record, and I'm telling them they don't need me. They don't. Do you feel like that?
I think when it comes to radio is like the cherry on the cake. Radio is like, now you've won the Oscars.
You gotta build the whole cake first.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They just want to go
put the cream around the fucking cake. Put the fucking decrements, and then the cherry is on the top.
People try to go straight to radio, and I think in this day and time, that's not the route to take, because the radio is the cherry on the top. And the thing is, I don't want to say you don't need radio, because that's the industry I'm in. So yes, you do need radio.
But you really don't.
But yes, you do.
I mean, I'm saying it depends on the career you want to build for yourself.
Exactly.
There's artists that have total careers without radio at all.
Denzel Curry is one of them.
Touring the world.
And and there's
but every artist at heart wants to be on the radio.
Yeah, they can front and say they don't care, but the cherry of the industry is radio. But it's very hard because not everybody's gonna make it. But everybody thinks their music's the best, and everybody wants to make it. Everybody steps to me. Everybody.
So is there ever a time where you had love for the person, obviously?
Yeah.
And they give you their tape or CD.
Honest.
Oh no, you shut them down in their face?
I'm honest.
What do you say?
I don't waste because there's no time to waste. I'll be like, yo, honestly, your flow is good, but you need to go back and work more.
Change the beat.
Yeah, they be thinking, I'm like, I don't like the beat, I'm honest. So if you don't want honesty, don't step to me. Just straight up. Like, why waste their time though?
I know how this conversation feels. When they tell you that,
they want to be sugar coated and baby and nurse.
If you cool with them, you like, damn, she ain't even shitting on me. She just actually telling me.
But I don't say it mean. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, I see the direction you're taking is cool, but I think you should, and that's just my opinion. Right. One person out of a million. So.
Okay. But I think that's what eliminated radio. Hold it down. But what I think what the problem with radio now is that now the gatekeepers of radio, they can't tell somebody that this is my opinion, I don't like it, I'm not gonna let you in, because now they're gonna go straight to consumers. That's what the internet is doing.
Yeah.
That's what the artists are doing for themselves now.
But there's a lot of music on the radio. They're like, how the hell did they make it? You know what I mean?
We all know how they make it sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of politics that go on behind. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, people are now able to bypass the politics, which is good and bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like radio corrupted itself at a point.
Yeah. But the crazy thing too is that I think about it, like I deal with Miami, but in every city across the whole world, there's artists in that city that are famous as hell, that are dope as hell, but don't get any shine or whatever.
Do you look at like streaming numbers and internet numbers before like giving an artist a shot?
Before she gives her opinion?
Yeah.
No,
You just want a raw opinion. Like
I don't know what it is. Like I connect with some artists and some artists I don't. I give a chance to some artists and a lot of artists I don't. It's too many. So I don't know what it is. It's just something, I meet them and that's it.
You heard that they passed a law. This actually affects everybody here.
Really?
Yeah. Well, really what? What am I about to say?
I don't know. Yeah, but we're not talking about Princess.
Go EFN. Hold it down. Go EFN.
They passed a law. Cálmate.
Go ahead, don't take it easy.
They passing a law right now. I don't know if it's in effect or what, because you know the FCC rules radio and all that stuff. And for years, every city, like they had to have local radio stations that catered to a certain amount of local records in that market. Right. They passed a law now that they're eliminating that.
Oh.
Which I think is gonna fuck the game up.
It's gonna fuck the game up.
Because now each market's not gonna they're gonna lose their sound. What you doing? You didn't hear about that?
I did not hear about that.
No,
yo, that was fast. How you beat me?
Shampoo, you know about that law that they changed?
I'm actually
the FCC?
I'm sorry.
The FCC law with the radio, where now each market doesn't have to have local, like they don't have to have local records or local stations anymore.
Only top 40 only.
But this is the process.
It could be like a clear channel, and it could be just in New York, and they can
play all
from
fucking
New York,
Nebraska records.
Yeah,
whatever, however you want.
But you know, just to compliment what she was saying, that's the problem with these artists. They're trying to skip the process of the grind.
Definitely is not EFN's question, but I like.
No, I'm just saying because she's saying how artists are always trying to come to please play my record. Please play my record.
Oh yeah, you took it back from there.
She should be hearing about it from the street grind.
Yeah,
and she should be inquiring about that.
Right.
He took it back from the bathroom break. I respect that. I respect that.
He picked it up where
he's on point. Yeah, he's on point. But we was on some other way. But I like where you're going.
Thank you,
Let's
sir.
go.
Yeah, because that's what these artists are failing at. Right. They skipping over. They're trying to skip over the grind, and they're trying to skip over the foundation. Like this is the problem. What's happening with artists? There's no connection. Like everybody know I work at Def Jam, Capital, Epic, E1. I'm the motherfucker that runs.
I feel like we should make noise for that.
Thank you, sir. You know what I mean? But like there's no connection, there's no foundation, there's no connection with the consumer and the artist. That's where a lot of people, when you hear the record hit the moon and you're like, oh, this is the shit, and then the next time they drop a single, it flops. Right. Because why? They only into the record. They're not into the artist.
And when they meet the artist not connected with the people. Meaning the artist is going to the club
and the artist are being bitch ass niggas.
Yeah,
the artists are bitch ass niggas. Pause. You know, it is true.
Damn, I wouldn't go that far. But
no, it's true. Like they don't want to take pictures. Yeah. They don't want to grab the mic.
It's the guy that asks you. You ask him, "Can I take a picture with him?" And he's the guy. You want to take a picture?
And then he'd be like, "Nah."
Yeah.
And I be like, yo, this is the fucking DJ. Like
this is your job,
motherfucker. Oh, it's the DJ.
Right. They be like, nah.
I don't know these niggas.
Yeah, like they be like, nah.
You gotta name a name, Shampoo.
And then I'm
been on here way too many times.
Because I still work for them.
I feel like
I still work for them. I can't. But a lot of these artists are fucking bitch ass niggas. Like, no, a lot of them.
Just name one that you don't work with.
No, I can't. I still work for somebody.
Shot time. No, but this is not name one artist.
I can't.
can't because I still work for.
You don't work for.
I still work for everybody. No, I can't. I still work for everybody.
Right.
So this is the problem. Like, right, the artist, they got a #1 record across the country. The shit is hitting. The artist is touring all over the fucking country. He makes a spin. He goes around. Then he comes back. Second single, no one cares. And then third single, no one cares. Fourth single, no one cares. Now the label's like, the fuck we gonna do? Because now we're reinvesting millions in this artist, and this is 5 singles later, and there's still no connection. No one's running like, oh my god, this fucking artist is it. I want to download, and that's what these artists are lacking. They're trying to skip over the process of the foundation. Stop doing that shit.
And now they want to take pictures.
Right. I tell every man.
But you gotta tell them too, right? So they got a hot single. They're getting $30,000 a show, but they're not breaking bread with the crew.
Right. Absolutely.
So that's what happened to a lot of artists.
But let me change the subject a little bit. Don't mean to but now you're working with one of the hottest brands in the industry, right? So now you'll meet like I'm just throwing a name out here. I'm not saying that this happened. You meet a rich homie Quan, right? You say, rich homie Quan, I'll lace you up. You know, you give me your sizes, I'll lace you and your crew up.
Yes, sir.
Huh? I'm just giving you an example, right? So you lace them up. Now these artists, maybe it's not Rich Homie Quan, but it's an artist. Now they come to you and they say, Manny, we want to do a collab. Champions, probably only collab I seen Champion do was like Nike.
Nah, Supreme. Supreme and
did a Jeezy run in the beginning.
The Pyrex. The Pyrex was Virgil did that. And they do. You know, you gotta be transparent with everybody. You always like my boy the other day told me he has a hat company and he says, well, you know, I could always fake that I did a limited edition and really still have more. And I said, nah. Once you fake once, they'll remember you. You just gotta be transparent. You always gotta be yourself. If you don't have a deal on the table, you don't have a deal on the table. But at least you tell people straight up.
That's hard.
You know, just be yourself. Just be yourself. Like, it's all about authenticity.
How you fake that shit?
My brother, I wear 2X.
Yo,
relax. Yo, Sonny, relax.
It's
from Kendall. You gotta say
it's all good. That's Sonny. There's always a Sonny.
That's what EFN is from.
I mean, you know, it's all about foundation, and it's about, like, my man E40 called me from 106 in Park. He's like, yo, man, what you want me to wear? I was like, 40? Wear whatever you want. I don't even, you know, I don't care if you don't wear it. You know, I want you to, it's the music first. It's the artist first. I grew up with this, man. This is giving me a living. So I always think, and I tell my family, yo, we gotta respect the music culture. We gotta respect, you know, when you look at history of hip hop, like black culture, African culture, we gotta respect it to the word. You know, people lived and died for this culture, so we just gotta be respectful, man.
My son wait for the next 40 too. That's what's so crazy about your story.
Now, but
is 40.
But you were saying?
Nah, I was saying, how do you fake a limited edition, like a limited run?
That wasn't me, man. That was
I'm saying, I know, not you. I'm not saying you. I'm saying, how does a person fake a limited run?
He was gonna come out with you know, he was like,
and
then he said, hey, I released 100 that sold out. You know, just to say that they sold out, and I'm like,
oh, I got you. Yeah,
you can't do that, dude. Like, you gotta be authentic all the way.
Right.
You know, and if you lie to your customers, what you got? You know,
that's like everything in life.
No,
that's the and one thing I gotta big up Manny. He's always on the bottom of the shit. He's always representing the culture. He's always pushing the brand, and he's always like, yo, that's popping, I need to be there. Like, yo, what, y'all got a block party? We pulling up. You know what I mean? Like, well, what's happening? Puerto Rican Parade? How can I be involved? He's always involved on the ground of this shit. That's why the brand is so successful and it's still pushing.
You know, shout out to...
listen, in hip-hop culture, let me big you up right now, Manny. Because in hip-hop culture, we've been here about 20 years. I mean, I'm saying from my standpoint. Every time any person think of champion, you're the fucking first face they think of. And that's a beautiful thing.
I appreciate that. You know,
that's a fucking. I think we should make some noise for that. And listen, there's other brands that when hip hop got rough, they walked away from.
Yeah.
Champion has always just stayed with hip hop.
Yeah, and you know, shout out to Maritza, she holds down the West Coast. You know, this is the next shout out is to the girl that holds me down. She's 24 years old. She holds me down. She holds me down in the West Coast. So the one thing about us old heads is that we not respecting the genius minds that this new generation. This girl walked up to my booth and she's like, I'm here for a job. I said, yo, you crazy, girl. We don't have no jobs. You know, but I was like, so send me some sketches. She sent me the sketches. I was impressed. So we gotta let the new generation come in and do their thing. Cause they have genius minds. Like
let the millennials live.
Yeah, and they have a new sonic. They have a new sonic, they have a new style, and we gotta let them grow. Because when you cut your grass, new grass grows, you know? So we gotta keep letting the young people blossom. Because we were young. Somebody let me go. They were like, yo, Manny, go ahead, do what you want. And when they saw me carrying 8 bags of champion hoodies, they were like, I don't gotta say anything else. You know, that's why I got your back.
Was there any time where champion wasn't hot and you had to like push it on people?
Oh yeah, I never put nothing on nobody. But there was a lot of times in the beginning people told me nobody's gonna wear it. I was like, all right, cool, don't worry about it. That's the gasolina for us. Yeah, that's. Oh, you're not a designer? Okay, I'm not a designer. I'm a designer, global movement, and then you figure it out. When I spin off on you.
Same question to Supa Cindy. Was there any time where like,
thank you,
like this artist is hot? You in the club with them. You introduce yourself. You're gorgeous. Female, you're gorgeous woman. Damn it. So, because you know, you could probably come up to a person and say, "Yo, I need you on the show," and the person like, "Yeah, I'm coming on your show," because they thinking they're looking at your shit. Look, show your shirt. It's not me.
What station is on?
99 Jams, the only station.
Remember this? Okay, but this is what I'm saying. He didn't say that from the beginning. Like, now everybody knows who Supa Cindy is.
Yes, from 99
Jams. Everybody knows who Supa Cindy is. I'm sorry. Miami for 12 years.
I don't see that's not bro. I stay in my lane. Like, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Like, I stay in my lane. I do the fucking clubs and internet. Because when I was fucking jumping,
the clubs too.
No, what I was saying is when I was jumping into the club shit, when I was jumping into the club shit, and they was shouting me out all the time, the radio niggas got upset.
We're not letting you live on
this. So that's why I stay in my fucking lane now.
Let's just look at
who are you? Nice to meet you.
We understand, Shampoo.
I'm sorry,
Cindy.
Now we know. Now we together, Cindy.
No,
we're together.
Have there ever been an artist that come up to you and, you know, I mean, let's address the elephant in the room. Like, you're a gorgeous person. You're really very, very pretty.
Thank you.
Beautiful body, and you know you have a beautiful body because you have your body on the t-shirt, right? I see Statik Selektah. He's coming in right now. I got this. So, has there ever been like a time where you're talking to an artist trying to give them advice, but they're trying to give you a different type of advice?
I give her advice.
So, wait, if I'm trying to give an established artist advice or an up-and-coming or anybody?
Whatever type of artist.
Yeah, like as a female in general, like when you step to
the Harvey Weinstein shit.
That shit is real. They haven't addressed it in the radio world, but that's another whole topic.
You ready to go there?
You gotta go first.
What?
You gotta go first. No. But of course, like I've met an artist before, seen him on South Beach in a club or whatever, and then they think, oh, I'm staying at the Fountain Blue, I'm staying at the this, and I'm like, what? I'm like, let's just go to the diner. We don't need to go. No, but yeah, definitely.
So you're saying they're trying to meet up with you?
Yeah.
But they're trying to meet with you in situations where it's uncomfortable.
No, recently I interviewed at the radio station because I have a show called Just Being Nosy where I ask artists just random out of the blue questions. And there was a certain artist who I saw him on a boat party first. He DM'd me that night.
A boat party.
A boat party. A yacht party.
Yo, start them joints.
I need a go-kart party.
Let's do one. No, but he DM'd me, and then I just acted like I didn't see it and DM'd him back like 2 days later and played crazy. But then I recently interviewed him again. And he DM'd me again, like, when are we gonna link up? And I responded to him when me and my boyfriend break up. Like, I was like, oh my God, but he kept coming at me. So
you ain't like that. Like, wait a minute, we ain't breaking up, motherfucker.
But that was my point. I'm not breaking up.
Hold on, put the fucking cameras on the boyfriend.
That's a good guy. Really,
yo, Haitian, stop what I'm saying. You put the ring on it?
Yo, Haitian. Relax.
Put the ring on it already?
I promised her.
High school? A promise ring?
Yes.
Hey, let live, bro.
I'm being honest. I'm 40 years old. I have no idea what a promise ring is.
No, like when we started dating, he gave me a ring, but I feel like this is not big enough for an engagement ring, so we'll have to promise that when we get to
the engagement ring to the engagement ring.
I think I know I was setting you up just now. Like, I thought it was going to end very...
No,
you in some trouble right now.
No, he's
and
not.
you on Revolt TV right now. Say hi to Revolt TV. Nah, but that's it. Yo, listen, that's a beautiful thing. When you love somebody, let me tell you something. The other day, I felt like telling my wife, right? I was like, yo, I think like, just some time. Like, a park. And then she went to the grocery store, and I missed her.
Aw, bendito.
I was just talking to her. I wasn't talking to none of y'all niggas.
Now, the first thing I gotta pick you up,
all the niggas looked at me like, what the fuck?
Now, I gotta pick you up on that, though.
I do.
I know you for like 10, 12 years, and you've always had the ring on your chain.
Yep.
And now I see you wearing on your hand, my nigga, so. I'm just saying.
Like, I really saw that the other day, like, because, I'm together with my wife all the time. So I was like, yo, you know what? Maybe I'll do this and you'll do that so I can miss you. And then she just went to the store. And it's just like, it's not even that she's a girl. It's that's my best friend. Like when I sit down and somebody call me, I'm like, oh, dude, yo, what the fuck? But then, you gotta also respect man code.
What you mean by that?
Cause man code, sometimes your niggas tell me some shit I can't tell her.
Oh, okay.
And then it's really my best friend, so I'm like, not today.
Nah, I can't let you in on this one.
And I'll be like, I'll change the subject. Noah ate 36 pancakes. And I'm talking about my son. I gotta change the subject because sometimes you gotta tell me something, and then now I gotta go home, and now I gotta keep that. You told me don't tell nobody.
I mean, pillow talking.
Right, cool.
You're not pillow talking.
I can't pillow. My wife knows that about me.
Can I say something right quick too? I think.
You think pillow talking is good?
No. I wasn't talking about. I might change the subject a little bit slightly, but the fact that the music totally doesn't believe in love anymore. Hip hop doesn't talk about love. It doesn't believe in love anymore. It makes it extremely hard for the women in the industry if they're weak. Because if you're weak, you will not survive in this thing called hip hop, rap music, trap music, whatever you want to say. So it's not easy. So I'm speaking to all the females in the industry. They gotta just build muscles and because all you have is your reputation in this, and once you fuck it up, that's it. So
you think hip hop is immune to the whole Me Too movement? I know Russell.
No,
unfortunately,
not at all. I think that this whole situation is in every.
Yeah.
No, it's in everything. Hospitals, works, anywhere a female works, even men are
But it feels like hip hop was more up front with it. Like, yo, this is what it is. This is the environment. It's not
This
like
is why
it's not like corporate or politics. It's like
but that's why it's hard, because that line gets crossed. But then the females in the industry believe that's just the way it is, and I'm semi-guilty of that too. I mean,
love goes. Right.
I just tell every executive, no more pretty girls. We hiring ugly chicks and fat chicks, so this way
that's a lawsuit myself right there, right? Another one from discriminating. I'm discriminating.
I want to agree with you. Everybody's like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Now Statik Selektah's in the motherfucking building. Hip-hop. This is my brother. Listen, Statik is probably the first person, look, outside of us, that I told you. I came to EFN and I said, he's a drink champ. This is like
original.
This is like maybe 12 years before.
Before the show.
No, we had this show. We had this. It wasn't called Drink
Champs. You didn't have the show, bro.
No.
We were saying Drink Champs.
We were saying song with Alchemist called Drink Champs.
Yeah, because of what we were saying at the.
But here's out. We had a show called Military Crazy Raw Radio. And at the end of the night, whoever stayed up, we would call them Drink Champs.
Yeah, that was our
It
thing.
wasn't the name of the show. But Statik, I could never forget. Statik's my boy already. He's my brother. It's everything. And we go in the club, and I pour Statik some Ciroc. What? You the only guy who throw ups here. Relax. You're not drinking. Listen, we're talking to a Drink Champs general.
From Boston.
We're talking to a Drink Champs general.
He drinks.
You are a Drink Champs.
Anyone want to do the Tiger Bone challenge? Holla at me.
Y'all should do that right now.
N.O.R.E knows I don't gotta relax.
Fuck my story. Give it 2 shots of Tiger Bone right
Tiger Bone challenge right now. Starting against Sunny.
That's right. Tiger Bone. Look, Statik. You're both.
And you both from Boston. Y'all both from Boston.
I'll do 2, but somebody's doing it too.
Yeah. I'm not today. No, that's not terminology. Did you just tell me Bill
Let me tell you something. N.O.R.E told me to buy Tiger Bong, Tiger Gong. I got like 3 of them.
Tiger Bong,
Gong,
and
Baji. I got 3 of them. No, this is not Baji. Baji is a little. Millie's is doing one too. See, Millie's is Drink Champs.
This bar, like
right there. No, that's Tiger. You gotta relax. It's something totally different.
Eso es tigre.
I got you. Yo, this is Drink Champs. Happy New Year.
Our liver survived another year. This motherfucker.
Hey, first, man. I just want to big y'all both up, man. Yo, hold on. Wait. You always
need you to have the whole speech. Let them have their shots of Tiger Bone.
Let's cheers to my album. Number 4 on iTunes. Let's go.
God damn it. Yo, but y'all cheers.
Millie's is on there. Millie's on there.
Your Millie's. That's Tiger Bone. You sure you want all Tiger Bone?
You have a Tiger? You have a Tiger?
Yo.
Come on, bro. You have a Tiger.
N.O.R.E.
y'all tell me ain't some hot shit.
First, I want to big up Drink Champs, man. We gotta big up Drink Champs. Big up Drink Champs. Lightweight shit. You gotta relax, Statik.
Your face, the fuck is that?
Yeah. Not for everybody. So I'm gonna chase him with some Jameson. Oh, he hard. That's how you know he's from Boston. Hold on, right behind you. Yo,
I can do that.
Pass me that little shit. Regular shit.
Yo, let me tell you, everybody, happy fucking holidays.
Look, check that out. Keep that back then.
It's happening. It's happening. Yo, what's the name of the artist? What's the name of the artist?
Yeah, what's homie's name back then?
What's his name?
He's fire. That's
What's his name, bro?
I saw him do that from scratch.
What's your name? Say what up, man.
What up? My name is DeMar Pender, aka.
He killing it. Look at that, man. That's hard. Making it better than we
did that from scratch.
On Drink Champs.
N.O.R.E.
Basil. Listen, tell me, everybody in the building. Everybody in the building. Let me tell y'all something.
Big him up too. I'm sorry.
Let me tell y'all something. Hip hop has to continue to be honored. Supa Cindy, you're beautiful.
Nice to meet you, Supa Cindy. Now we together.
I see your homie. He loves you. I see how he groped your ass. It's fantastic. He's into you, and we have to continue to spread that.
Yeah.
Manny, you have always been involved with hip hop. You've always been with us. You've been through the trenches. I'm honored that you are chief executive at motherfucking Champion. Shampoo.
My brother.
Def Jam. How many checks you get?
I get a couple. Def Jam, Capital, Epic, E1. It's a couple other months. Scope.
N.O.R.E. And this is the reason why. But listen, this is the reason why Shampoo is important.
Shampoo, put the mic down.
This is the reason why this is important. Is because when you starting out in this game, your label hires him to walk you through it. But most artists walk you through it with him and then think that he doesn't exist after that game is done.
Facts.
They don't think he exists
until their shit is over. And then what they be like, yo, Pooh, I need you. Let me talk to you. Yo, and I swear, even the hottest motherfuckers, when their shit go down, they come back to the beginning. Always. They have to. And they be like, yo, Pooh, let me talk to you. And N.O.R.E. be like, yo, this nigga, yo, Pooh, that's the nigga. I be like, yeah. Look, now he ready to come back. Now he ready to come back to the beginning. Stop. I be telling him, man, you can't stop. You can't. I'm sorry, N.O.R.E. I'm sorry. N.O.R.E.'s one of my good friends. N.O.R.E. be talking to me, and me and him be talking, hip hop talking. He be laughing like, that nigga shit's downhill. I'm like, bro, that nigga shit is in limbo. No one's fucking with him. And he had a #1 record across the country, toured hot, and now no one cares. No one cares. No one fucking with the second single, third single, fourth single, and now they want to come back and be like, yo, Pooh, bring me around.
Right.
And then what happens? The DJs be on some bullshit and be like, now he want to come back? Really? Really? Now he wants drops. Now he wants to do drops.
I'm gonna take that from there, because I remember, like, when a certain artists that come around, like let's just say, whatever artist will come see me, right? Now I do drops, right? I love drops, right? But this certain artist that quote unquote on my level, they'll go to the radio station and they'll be like, that's it. They don't do drops, right? So then another artist will see him do that and say, I don't have to do that. It's a mistake.
It is, man. Let me tell you, I'm gonna give you a pull up for all you artists coming up. Don't skip the process, man. Embrace the grind. The grind is fucking important. Don't just go think just because you fuck with Supa Cindy, oh, I'm on. No, man. She might be the only one that fucking with you. That's it. And no disrespect, the world is bigger than just her. So all you artists that's coming up,
or just Miami.
Yeah, or just Miami. Like, I get motherfuckers to be like, yo, you know who I am? Be like, nah, I'm sorry. I'm popping in Miami. I'm like, okay. No one cares of you over here on this side. We don't even know the record.
Don't get caught in your moment. That's the thing. Don't get caught in your moment. The artists get caught in their moment.
It's hard to not get caught in your moment with social media too. Like, because you think and every, you know what I'm saying? Second you refresh it, you got it.
It's just like anybody who don't follow nobody, I know you crazy.
I know.
Like, if you don't follow nobody, I know you crazy. Like, you already told me you're out of your mind.
And one thing artists gotta stop doing. Right? I know the whole social media shit got you all fucking brainwashed. When we booking you for a fucking event, a show, a club, a walkthrough, post the fucking flyer, man. All these niggas like, can I just put it on my Snap? Like, that's the new shit. I know.
But Shampoo, let me stand.
Like, everybody wants to post.
Let me stand up for artists.
Yes, sir.
As we're making the deal, you tell me I got 5 bands for you to walk through the joint.
Right.
And I say, bet, I'm gonna walk through the joint for 5 bands. And then you tell me, but it's 5 days later. And you're like, oh shit, I thought it was tonight. Okay, I get it, it's 5 days later. And you don't tell me post it. So what happens is you give me the 2,500.
No, I do, but you just using it as a.
I'm just using it as an example. I'm not. I don't do walkthroughs anymore. I don't do walkthroughs anymore. I'm kind of a big deal.
Yes, you are.
It's a joke. That's a joke. But let me speak on the artist's behalf. So you say, yo, it's 5,000. Mom, all right, cool. Just to walk through, you give me 2,500. I take the 2,500. Then another day of, you telling me, post this and do that and put it on this. So if you didn't tell me, if you told me that from the beginning, it's 5 bands plus 5 posts.
Right.
I could fuck with that. Right. Because I'm 100% in tune. Facts. But now you tell me on the day of, I can understand where the artist is at. Like, yo, hold on. I know they making 150,000 tonight. I know I'm getting the 2% of the club. But I did it because I don't have to grab the mic, so I'm just walking through. Yeah. So you gotta understand what
I understand that, but look at it as a promoter.
As a promoter, if you say that from the beginning, nigga, it's 75.
No, I say that from the beginning.
7 posts.
No, it don't be 7 posts. I'd be like the day of post a flyer.
That's totally different. That's totally different.
That's totally different. Like you can't really look trash though, because sometimes promoters send a flyer.
That's actually true.
I understand that part.
That's actually true. That's true.
And then dudes be like, post it, but it look, I'm gonna clown myself.
Right, but unfortunately, I don't have those problems because I deal with graphic designers. So our flyers are always good, but I get what you're saying. It's just about. Like, it's about promoting yourself at the end of the day. Yo, I'm here. It's about building your following. You know what I'm saying, N.O.R.E? It's about building your following. Like, yo, I'm here tonight. Come fuck with me. That's what this shit is about. Like, it's about building your shit. Like, it ain't about the fucking promoter, the club. Oh, you just paying me $2,500 as a walkthrough. Why? Fam, this is your brand. I'm here tonight. Come fuck with me. Pull up.
That shit, Shampoo.
You know what I mean? That's
Tell
it.
these artists how they supposed to
That's
go through.
And a lot of these artists, I go through it. The big artists, the small artists, the artists that's coming up, they be like, all right, I'm gonna post it. They post it and then take it down. I'm be like, bro, how the fuck you take it? You're not even in the club yet, and you took the fucking flyer down.
What you saying?
Wait, hold on, tell me. Please, you gotta elaborate on that.
Yes.
That's exactly what they tell me to do. They be like, yo, N.O.R.E, you post it and then take it down.
But not before you get in the next day. Not like
what I'm saying is
after.
I never understand that.
Right.
Whatever I post, I stand by it.
Right.
Like, no, like take any of that.
Let me tell you something. N.O.R.E is one of those guys. Like he sometimes he give me a hard time. Like Pooh, like for real. But I understand. I know him. He's gonna do it. He just wanna fuck with me and be like, I'm not gonna do it. No. And I'll be like, come on, come on, man. Like, nah, no. I'm like, all right. But then the day of, he'll post it. He'll do a drop, and he'll show up early and take pictures with everybody. Take fucking pictures. Not everybody's not like you, you know.
That's exactly what I do.
Like not everybody's not like
I give him a hard time.
Yeah.
Like Ali finally caught on the other day. He's like, he said, "You're not coming." I said, "I'm not coming." He said, "All right." And then he just and then he realized, look, I just like to give you a hard time because you're my friend. We're all making money in this.
But then, hold on, before you go, man. Like that's one thing N.O.R.E said when he saw me beefing with the DJ. Just to go back, he said, "Yo, fuck's going on?" I was like, "Nah, everything good." Because you never want to tell the artist, because the artist, he's passionate about his career. He may go up there and fuck up the DJ, fuck up the whole party, kill the whole shit. So you don't do that. You know what I mean? But you don't know it happens a lot. Niggas are breaking niggas' laptops for real. Like, artists.
17.
Yeah. You may not know Statik because you're a good guy.
He's a good guy.
But niggas are getting their fucking laptops broken. Like,
Statik's a good guy. He doesn't understand.
The party's over.
Break my laptop and see what happens.
No, I know. After they break the laptop, there's no party. You're gonna fucking fight, but at the end of the day, the mission's accomplished. No fucking party. The fucking party's over. Everyone's going home. But I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that N.O.R.E understands the process of this shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists don't understand. Like, you're promoting yourself. Don't get caught up in this whole social media shit where I only post one flyer a week. I only post one flyer a week. Like, if you're paying attention to these lot of artists, they be like, I only post once a day and I only post at 3 p.m. and that's it. Because at 3 p.m. this is the high volume of school. Kids are coming out. Everybody's on their phone and rush hour. And this is like the mentality of the social media of all these artists now. They think that they don't have to keep branding your fucking self. This is your brand, fam. If I gave you $5, don't give a fuck the money. This is your brand. You should be like, yo, pull up, I'm here tonight. Because you're promoting yourself. So you're doing injustice to yourself and to the club and to the promoter when you be like, I'm not posting the flyer. I'm just going to put the shit on my Snap. Not everybody's on your Snap, fam.
I like that. I like that. That's the promoter's point of view. Thank you, Shampoo. Make some noise for Shampoo.
I'm always arguing with artists.
Statik Selektah. Statik the mic.
Wait. Let me go. Let me go first, man. You've been trying to go.
Okay, go, man.
Shout out to motherfucking Memphis, Tennessee. I'm just saying, man.
I'm trying to blow my man up.
Hey,
How you get a bottle? Who gave that?
What are you drinking? Back piss on
I'm sorry, it's my Haitian brother.
I think what Shampoo's trying to talk is about appreciation. And I think that's one thing that you always have, N.O.R.E. And then all you guys that we grew up in that foundation where we were appreciated, you know, and people, we showed appreciation. Like, I wouldn't be nowhere. Fat Joe was the first one to help me out, you know, and every time I see him, I always thank him, you know, and we got to show appreciation.
Fat Joe where I'm at. I'm so sorry. You fucked me up.
Shout out Joey.
After you do that, I want to give a Fat Joe street team story.
I'm going to just give him I'm going to just text him the address. There's nothing attached to it. Because I supposed to send him the address like 5 hours ago. And now you just made me feel guilty.
Nah, so it's that error. Like, when I went up to Pun, I was doing PA work. I said, "Yo, Pun, can you show up to the video?" He ain't asked to listen to the track. He ain't asked for nothing. He said, "I'll be there, Papa." That's personality. You know, like
that's him.
And that's why when you were here and Exit and knocking down Exit with him on the stage, you know.
He's pulling my car.
No. But it's like, you can't say Pun and not shake my body. You know, you can't say Joey and me go, yo, God bless him, you know? And that's how we gotta do. We gotta spread love. Even these young guys, we gotta show them how to be appreciative. Not get mad at them and just like, yo, let's walk them through it. Because that's what you're doing.
You know what I finally realized? When I was seeing brothers that was bigging up Pun and they were just bigging up Pun. They weren't even bigging up Joe. And they were Puerto Rican brothers from New York. And they didn't acknowledge me or Joe. That's when I realized, I said, this younger generation is just, they young and they a part of a fucked up generation. Because it doesn't take nothing less of you to big me up. Because I can big you up all day.
Exactly.
I can tell you how great you are all day. Just don't step on my sneaker. Or just don't violate me.
No, but
you will never understand the other side of me. You understand what I'm trying to say? So when I see certain people from a younger generation and they big up Pun, God bless, because Pun should be bigged up.
But one thing I gotta say about you.
Hold on. And I will continue to big up Pun. But don't act like you don't see Fat Joe right there.
Yeah, facts.
Don't act like you don't see that when you see Fat Joe right there. To the side, I'm over there, the drunk nigga, drinking the rosé. I pay for my own bottles, because I've been doing this for years. But then those certain people, and I'm saying, they just acknowledge the person that they can't actually get the love back from.
I mean, you look at Joe. Joe's a platform. Joe, when you gotta really study Joe, Joe's a platform. He gave a lot of us a platform.
He gave all of us.
You know what I'm saying? So
bring a whole
that's the whole. You know what I'm saying? That's our whole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I want to just big up Fat Joe. I'm gonna give you a quick story. When I was putting up Fat Joe's posters when he did the deal with Battery Records Capital. This is when G Unit, the whole shit was going crazy. Everything was going nuts. G Unit versus Fat Joe, right? And this is real street beef. Like everybody understands, like, oh shit, they beefing, but it was real beef on the street. Now I'm talking about the artists. The street team niggas was going at war. I'm putting up Fat Joe shit and Ja Rule at the time. And Violator niggas was tearing this shit down. Like tearing it down. But I'm just saying, right? So they were tearing this shit down.
I see what was happening.
No, it was going down. No, it was going down, fam. It was streets.
I was going to the parties and I was like, damn, y'all niggas got to figure it out.
Yes.
Like
we was working both accounts.
Let me tell you who I am. Just so everybody knows. Yo, you don't need no Tiger Bone, twin. Listen, just so y'all know who I am. I was the guy in the hood that hung out with this guy, and then I hung out with this guy.
He was always neutral.
And then these niggas had beef at 6 o'clock, and that was on them. Leave me the fuck alone. So I would be with Ja Rule. Instagram wasn't popping.
No, it wasn't.
Twitter wasn't lit.
MySpace was killing.
But I would go with Ja Rule and I'll fucking be in Interscope Studios and fucking 50 would come up. And it was nothing for me.
But it was everything for us in the streets, nigga. We was banging on these niggas
with y'all shit.
No, it was war. It was like one day, right? We just dropped Fat Joe's album, Fat Joe, Yellow Posters, and Ja Rule Exodus. So I'm doing Def Jam and I'm doing Capitol on Battery Records because that's when Fat Joe did the independent deal with Battery. You know, shout out to Neil Levine. Yes, sir. Yes. Yep, Neil Levine's still winning. So now, I'm going hard. I'm in the streets. I went crazy. I put up Fat Joe shit everywhere, Ja Rule shit everywhere, Exodus album, and all of a sudden I go down the block and I come around the corner, all that shit is down and ripped. Like these foul niggas just took the posters down and ripped it in half, so you couldn't even put it back up. Like that's how foul these niggas were. So I'm looking down the block and all this shit is down. So I'm like, I'm backtracking. I'm like, hold on, these niggas gotta still be out here because I'm trying to follow the posters, like where these niggas at? And then I see a Violator truck fucking go around the corner. My man, fam, we chased that Violator fucking bust down and went crazy on them niggas. Like it was real beef in the street. Like to me, like I took it personal because it's like graffiti. This is ups, nigga. Like I'm up. Like fuck you doing? Ripping my shit down, Mo. And Violators rip Fat Joe and mind you, I don't know Fat Joe. Like I know him from years, but I don't know him like that. And I never even met Ja Rule. So I'm fighting these niggas like
Fat Joe and Ja Rule.
So G-Unit and Violator going crazy in the street. They going crazy. These niggas got Hummers, raps. They pulling up, and we just got a shopping cart full of posters. Like, you know what I mean? So you know it was war. So then when Fat Joe finally found out what was going on, he was like, yo, Pooh, where you at? I said, yo, I'm in the city. So yo, meet me at fucking Slate's. It was on 21st Street. I meet him, come chop it up with him. He's like, yo, here, my nigga, I appreciate you. Give me $1,000 out of the pocket. Like artists don't do that shit, B. That's the type of dude Joe is. Like he was like, yo, my nigga, I appreciate you. Yo, thank you. Here's $1,000. Yo, take care of your team. You know what I mean? Like that's why to this day, when I see Joe, I show him so much love and respect because he understands what niggas was really going through in these streets because the artists don't really know. Like we was fucking. This is real blood sport in the street. Like niggas was getting locked up, niggas getting shot, niggas getting stabbed. This is the street team. My nigga, this ain't the executives.
And the labels ain't support you.
Yeah, the labels got like shit. The labels are popping shit like, yo, Bad Boy better not kill us tonight. So they doing that shit to you, and then be like, I have nothing to do with it. And now
they making you sign releases like that. They're not liable for shit.
Yeah, because
you throw someone on the bus real quick.
Yeah.
When Ghostface Killer, this ain't Ghostface, Epic Records.
Yeah.
When Ghostface Killer, Bulletproof Wallies. Yo, when Bulletproof Wallies came out.
And Statik was one of the original niggas out here. Statik was one of the original niggas. Let me big up Statik too.
Listen, I came from the streets and shit.
That's right.
When Bulletproof Wallies came out, They sent $20,000 of fines to my mother's house because my ID still had her address on it. I was like 18, 19 years old. And I lived in Boston, but she lived in the suburbs.
Right.
And they were sending all the tickets to her for every single poster board in Boston. Wow. Every single poster board. So I wish I could throw the person under the bus. It was whoever ran Epic in 2001. I called them. I was like, yo, I gotta go to court for like
Puerto Rico rob.
Nah, it wasn't rob. It wasn't rob. I called and I was like, yo, someone from your, like, one of y'all's coming up here and going to court with me and like whatever. Crickets.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
Yo, the only real company I ever dealt with on the street team level was Echo. Because he comes from the graph world.
Yeah.
He flew all the street team leaders up.
Shout out to Mike
he
Moves.
had the lawyer come in. They made us sign that liability.
That's Mike Moves and me, bro.
We handled Mike Moves.
Mike Moves.
And the lawyer
for the stencils.
When we signed the joint, then the lawyer came. The lawyer was in it, and then they was like, all right, we signed it. That's official. But just so you know, if anybody gets locked up, call. Here's the lawyer's fucking card. You call us.
Labels ain't do that.
That's one thing about Def Jam. When Dwight King was running the teams, he made sure he was like, yo, my nigga, anything happens, y'all niggas is good. Call me, send me whatever, and I'll make sure y'all niggas is good. So
Let me tell you the best story of my life ever.
Not really.
What, in Memphis?
No, in Memphis. That's Shampoo son.
Yeah, come on. You want to get in the Shampoo story? Did we ever tell that Shampoo story?
Let's do the new one.
I ain't no front.
It's always a story.
Royal.
Let Sonny live. Let him go ahead, Sonny.
Sonny always gonna live. Cause Sonny's a goddamn it.
Take it back. Don't let Sonny live anymore.
But just to enlighten on what I was saying before you, Sonny.
I'm gonna let N.O.R.E. take it.
Don't forget the process, man, and respect all the interns, man. The interns become the bosses. Like I was the intern. I was the nigga getting just lunch money and just handing out posters, standing in front of TRL with fucking picket signs, standing in front of 106 in the Park with picket signs, fighting everybody because Ludacris is coming and we gotta smash his block, and then Bad Boy come and says, nah, Puffy coming through and we gotta kill y'all niggas. So like it was real war in the streets. So for all y'all that's coming up, man, embrace the grind, man, and talk to the interns, man. Talk to them, man, because they the motherfuckers that's battling for y'all and out here struggling and out here handing out y'all flyers, and a lot of y'all don't even respect that shit, man.
I started out as an intern as well.
Hello.
Yo, listen, man, that's mad street music, man, and we love it. And y'all do your thing. I don't even know, but whatever you do your damn goddamn thing. But I know it is. This is what I do know. Cherry, baby.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something.
That's real shit.
Yo, let me tell you something. Nah, this is real shit. This is real shit.
The princess. God damn it, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is real shit. One day my father said, God bless the dead, my father's passed away. My father's dead. And my father said to me, you always treat the maintenance man
like you treat the president.
Like the motherfucking CEO.
The same way you would treat the president.
Yes.
So I always did that, right? So if you would, like, say, maybe like 75% of Drink Champ success is because I just kept in contact with people. I would call people on their birthday.
I agree.
I would call people, I'm talking about when I was the man. Still, I'm the man. And I'm calling people, hey, how you doing? You good? You good, nigga? They rich too, because that's what Pun did to me. Pun, I'll tell you what Pun did to me one day. Pun said, yo, come uptown. And this is when PlayStation 3 came out, or maybe 2, PlayStation 2, I don't know. And Pun is like, do you got the PlayStation 2? And I'm like, not this moment.
I have the PlayStation 3.
You got it in the car?
God damn.
But I'm gonna get it. Pun is like, that's not the way it works. You gotta leave with this shit. I'm platinum too. The Pun just went platinum faster. I'm like, yo. But that amount of love that he showed me, mind you, so since then, I had never bought an Averex. Ever since Pun brought me all the Averex. We both platinum. He's double platinum at this time. It's very true. But the love that he showed me was I was already up. He didn't have to do nothing for me. So when he passed away, I pledged to show that to everybody.
You did that though.
And I did that in my mind. At least.
Still doing it.
And
you know what? I got a 20 million platinum. Sorry, y'all can say it.
Good. What's it take? Let's go.
You better make it worth something.
Let's go, son. Make this good. Make this good.
I'm telling you, I got a platinum story.
Give me one.
I got a guy by the name of Terry. He's a great guy.
Terry,
the white guy. He's a really fantastic guy, you know. We love everybody.
He has no socks.
Terry has no socks? What are you saying?
His ex-wife. I'm just saying. I'm gonna get a little bitch. Was
Come on, let's not prolong it. I want to try to get to the end of it. What's Terry doing?
I'm not listening to nobody. Terry's ex-wife.
Is this relevant to anything we're talking about?
Is getting ready to marry Prince Harry. Pause. He seeked me out. He said, N.O.R.E. Sonny sent me this stuff. And N.O.R.E. did that. He did that.
His name's not Terry, but great.
I'm fucking up his name. So you know I'm ill.
So now, Sifuya. You are dating Supa Cindy. Get your mic. Move your mic over there. You know I'm talking to you.
This is a great story. I don't know how to say this.
Please cut his mic on.
Yeah.
So now.
Shit.
Don't let it out.
Chill. Haitian guy. Let the other Haitian live. Come on, let your Haitian brother live. So listen. You dated Supa Cindy. Gorgeous. Black.
Dominican.
Blonde. Come on, chill. Go ahead. Don't tell me how to do my job. We will roll. And steroid drink can't even help.
History has no time.
So now you dating, right? She's beautiful, she's gorgeous. But now every time you go to the club, they want to give her their demo. They want to give her their link to the album. And in order to get a link to the album nowadays, they got to actually have some type of contact email.
Nah, she usually just say, yo, talk to my manager.
And you the manager too? Goddamn, make some noise. You can't be a man. You gotta be the manager. Are you a manager?
What were y'all like?
Yeah, but I basically handle everything for her. Like even with the ciphers, I help choose the artists
and
stuff.
Even that photo shoot right there? Cause I ain't gonna front.
Actually, I did the contract.
I ain't gonna front. I couldn't have did it.
He's proud of that picture. Look at him. He's proud.
You proud?
No, we were at the photo shoot. He's like,
you hating a little bit. Every man hating a little bit. You can't look at your girl.
I think he's proud.
At first, I was like, all right, it's cool, but after I was like, damn.
No, when I mentioned it to him, he's like, for what? And I was like, no, it's artistic. But then when we were there, he's like, babe, I love you so much. You look amazing. I love you. I was
He's a great guy.
1, 2, 3.
too much. Like,
no, don't worry about it. Yo, Sonny, it's too much. Too much info.
Let me tell you something.
Sometimes, you know what?
You made that manager. Manager is hard because they got mamager, but I never heard of manager.
Oh,
that's hard. You gotta brand that, bro.
I'm managing my wife in my mind. She don't even.
Trademark that joint.
But how is it? Do you guys fight a lot? Do you guys argue a lot?
With me and my wife?
Yeah.
No. You know what I realized? She's always right.
He needs to realize that.
Oh, but you're not married. Yeah,
that's true.
I'm married. So I'm 12 years. Then whenever she says something, it's okay.
Listen, if it's not,
I disagree. But not in her face. I'm like, all right. And then my life is great. As long as you're happy, I'll be like, that's it. I do whatever.
Yeah.
I still.
You gotta keep it happy.
I just feel like she's around somewhere. I still do whatever the fuck I want. But I just make her happy, and then when she's happy, I'm great.
Yeah, I like the pre-rolls.
What is it going to be called?
This is called Lowell's. Let me big up to my people from Lowell Smokes. You know what I mean? We got some collaborations coming.
This is good. I like it.
It's fantastic, brother.
Hey, yo.
But listen, shout out Racket. Shout out to Racket.
Real shit.
What?
When's the
Bro, learn your rhymes.
I don't know where you're going with it. It's about time. I know what he's saying.
If you know, then translate
the ex of the royal.
Translate.
Soon to be princess.
Yo, stop going there.
What is up with you in the fucking...
Alright, listen. Alright. I'm gonna give the story and then we're gonna leave it.
You gotta go.
I'm gonna give the story and then we're gonna leave it.
No, hold on.
Alright, here's what happened. Chill, because you can't articulate shit. You gotta relax.
You break it in pieces.
So here's what happened, right?
No, I
go to Hollywood, right? I meet a couple of people from Hollywood. It's fucking fantastic, right? We meet this one guy. He's fucking fantastic, right? A year and a half, 2 years later, we realize this guy is still fantastic, but he has one flaw in his shit. Okay, what's the flaw in his shit? His ex-wife married the fucking Prince of Zamunda. No, not Zamunda. Prince Harry.
So that's Meghan Markle's ex-husband.
This is my man.
Okay, let's work it out.
Let's interview him.
We're gonna put this together.
This is my man.
He pictured earlier.
This is real life. This is real spin.
His name's Terry.
This is real life.
N.O.R.E wasn't fucking with it. N.O.R.E.
So, alright, his name is Terry.
That's a big story.
Just leave it there.
Go all the way. Gotta go all the way.
And that's it. I'm gonna leave it alone. What I'm trying to say is, we're so inside with this story.
Let's go there.
Like we're like inside. This is our guy. This is the guy who walked us through Hollywood.
But you may fuck it all up for her though. You gotta.
No, I'm not. This is why the story is gonna switch. And I'm telling you this.
Fucking be like, nah, I don't want to do up.
Let them be a black princess. Leave her
Let's relax.
Nah, I'm not doing it at all. Because the prince is gonna come to Drink Champs. That's a fact. He's coming to drink. Because listen, I'm gonna be honest.
That's how much leverage it is.
I'm gonna be honest. He had to buy a curling iron.
A curling iron? I don't know.
They got a black woman.
They never even found it.
Once he got a curling iron, he understood black culture. Cause he said, she also said, "Don't touch my hair, nigga." I don't give a fuck as long as you. Look, they don't like. I don't give a fuck. Huh?
I think on the fuck.
No, you can't touch. That's okay. I own the edit. We can edit when we. No, it's real shit. You can't touch. You can't touch.
I don't know.
A sister here. So he learned.
Expensive too.
He learned, and now he's coming to Drink Champs sooner or later. Are we making noise for that? Yeah! gonna smoke.
Shout out Terry.
It don't stop. Yeah, it's Terry.
I love the story.
I'm so sorry. We read all type of crazy stories.
Yeah, I'm taking
It went to Prince Harry.
Let's take a picture or something.
This shit went to Prince Harry.
The story is
And they went nuts for 2 seconds.
The story's great
About Prince Harry.
So where we at again?
Terry.
No.
Hey, Terry.
Meghan Markle, what happened? The Black
Racket Ball. Racket Ball.
Oh, racket.
Racket Ball. That's where we at, goddammit.
Racket Ball.
We in Racket Ball. I'm so sorry, cause that story still got me fucked up. Cause I like how.
Cause you in it.
I'm from
you
Left
know.
Rack City.
You know,
How the
the
fuck
story.
am I in that story? No, I'm not in the story.
You know the story.
I know it. I gotta relax.
No, you're doing
Somebody
good.
can relax me.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Immediately.
Everything's fantastic. No, you're doing
I
good.
feel Mr. Lee, like, telling me to relax. Trying not to make eye contact.
No, you're doing good. Everything's okay.
But you know, can I say something that's gonna be totally off?
Please.
I just thought of it. Like, for those that don't know the history, like I started out, like Khaled was the DJ on my night show. So yeah, I've known Khaled forever.
So you put Khaled on. Let's just throw it out there.
He was at the
I feel like that's what you're trying to say.
No, stop twisting my words. No, Khaled, that's like my brother. So I've known Fat Joe like for a long time because since Khaled was part of that, they would always come to the studio. So I remember at that time when I was on the night show, I was known as a skirt with the dirt. I was the gossip girl in Miami, gossiped all the time. And in real life, I'm not a gossip girl, but that was my job. And I remember I reported a story, and without thinking, Joe was included in that story. But it was like a group of people, and he was included. And I mentioned his name.
Ozone chick?
No. Shouts to Julia. I saw her last
Big
night.
up Julia.
Yeah. So basically, he wasn't in the studio or anything, but I mentioned his name in the thing. Weeks later, I'm at I think it was like a Nas concert or something. I was at an old school hip hop concert, and I saw Joe. But I saw him in the distance, so I wasn't really thinking. He told one of his people to come get me. I go over there, and he was like, "Yo, Cindy," but he spoke to me calmly about, like what was up with that story. So I explained what the story was, and I was like, "Damn, I didn't even think," because I guess I got caught up in the moment of being skirt with the dirt, gossip girl, whatever. I wasn't thinking about like what effect that story. Yeah, the story, how it affected people. And so after speaking to him, he kind of changed the way I thought about how I reported, how I'm a journalist, how I interview people. So I've always had respect. Last night he did a show for Art Basel with Karis One, Bronson, oh my God, and Swiss Beats came on. So I just want to tell Joe and his wife Lorena, I love them, their family, off the chain, and I'm happy for him, Remy, and the whole crew. That was crazy
because last night he texted me.
We are not Ellen. But I'm just saying.
Yo, I want to tell you real quick. I want to tell you real quick. Talk. I want to tell you real quick. Talk.
Wait, Sonny, hold on.
Sonny, let him talk, dog.
Let him go first.
Let him talk. Give him 1 second. Let him talk.
Let him go first.
This is a moment of appreciation.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go. With that. I had that teddy bear rough skin polo with the red and blue joint from the TONY video too. I asked him that nigga's too young to appreciate that. Lottie, too young.
Statik, what you doing?
Come over here. Yo, Taco.
Bring the thing in here.
I said to put that out there one time.
Yo, EFN, you're not going to the bathroom again.
It had nothing to do with me.
But now here's the crazy shit. Which one of us is giving us the picture? Because I put my bid in already. I want
for sure.
Okay, so I don't understand.
Wait.
Go to the show.
What show?
Wait.
Us. No, us. Like the studio.
We never dropped.
You're going to relax.
So, should we go there?
No, so I want to congratulate my brother, DJ EFN. I am not going to tell you why I'm congratulating him.
Oh, thank you.
It is totally up to him.
Tell us.
To me, if I was him, I would reveal the secret.
I can guess what it is, but I'm not going to do it. But
It's ridiculous the way you put that right now.
Nah, you deserve it.
I want to know.
Yo, nah, listen. You're really my brother, and you deserve it, bro. But I don't wanna actually celebrate it unless you wanna. I wanna celebrate it.
No, I'm not celebrating right now.
Okay, but I wanna make some noise for DJ EFN. He has a big accomplishment.
You want to celebrate some old?
No, because your shit don't work.
Because it's kind of relevant. I'm just
no,
saying
that shit don't work.
So you want to go there? I know.
Yeah, that shit don't work. You've been busting in things for a long time.
Why?
Yeah, it don't work.
You want to go there?
You're my brother.
No.
Remember.
You want to go there?
I remember. You ready? You want to go there?
You're the best in the world.
I also got 6.
There's nobody can pay it like you.
Nah, his dick don't work. He been busting that shit. I'm not saying it work.
I'm in the sperm.
I'm not saying it.
Did you hear?
What's going crazy?
Nah, listen. If you in your 40s and you ain't got kids, I'm just throwing it out there. There's something wrong with you. Mr. Lee.
I thought it was 2 years old, man.
Goddamn, makes you nervous.
She started my new music video yesterday with the locks, the kid. I
see your photos, man.
And Mr. Lee, how old is your daughter again?
2 years old.
Oh shit, you ain't got one.
I got my son Morris. My son Morris in the building.
How old is your son, Mr. Lee? Oh, okay. Listen, yo,
let's get into the story.
Some niggas dick ain't working. I'm sorry.
I know nothing.
I don't think she has to worry about her dick working.
No, I'm just saying. You gotta make sure shit is, cause you know why? Some people don't clean the plumbing. They just wanna take care of the rooftop.
You saying?
Yo, Sonny, how many kids you got, Sonny? And you 97.
No clue where this is going.
I ain't got no clue.
This is degenerate.
Let's go back to the street
Your shit working? Your plumbing working? You got 3.
It's like drum chants.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
You got 2 girls. Millsy, how many you got?
Kids.
What? Nah, no good.
Oh, I was like, what's the thing? You said 1.
I ain't
Millie's
is still young, man. Millie's don't have no kids.
No kids.
Yo, Sonny, just admit it. Your shit ain't working. Just admit it. Your plumbing, you need a plumber.
Yo, Sonny be adopting adults and shit. It'd be crazy, yo.
The teacher over there waiting.
He adopts adults.
You've been going to the world with the teacher all day. I'm sorry, teacher. I'm sorry, teacher.
We ask him a wet. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't know what you're saying.
No, we don't know what you're saying.
We just got a slogan right now. Don't ask me. Hey, yo, Sonny. I don't think I'm gonna watch that one.
Don't blame that on my wet. Your shit don't work, y'all.
That was a good one. Sonny, that was another one.
You've been going raw for a long time.
Listen, hey, ain't nobody understand. Boom. $5 away.
Don't blame it on Supa Cindy. What did you just do? You just threw it on Supa Cindy?
I'm throwing it all over there.
That's how you know when nigga shit don't
Cindy's
work.
like, what drink champs did I come to? This is not the one that I've been watching. What is the topic? Where is this going?
Your shit don't work.
Yo, Sonny, calm down.
Your shit don't work. You got 2, you said?
Yeah, I got 2 seeds.
Alright, Mills, are you sure? You good, Mills? Cause I ain't gonna lie, you really look confident at all. You was big enough, Sonny. You was looking at Sonny like Sonny, come on. Just come on, say you had an abortion or something. Mills, you sure your shit work? I ain't gonna lie. You look like you did a lot of drugs. I'm gonna be honest.
All that shit work, bro. Ain't nothing up.
I don't know.
Why you got
that thing.
You sure?
I don't got a drink.
Nigga, I don't know what he just said.
He's speaking Swahili.
Yo, but Sonny, are you sure? You in the operation position?
Sonny's ready for another Taco shot. What story do you want?
No, I don't want no story.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not Supa Cindy.
Cindy, we're just eating shit right now. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Like once you said dick don't work, I was like, dude.
That was a guy conversation. But listen, there's certain guys, they be lying to the girls. They be busting in them. And they know it's them. They knew it for a long time. And they be like, what? You want me to stop smoking butt? And then they know it's them from the beginning. They
Put the girls through hell thinking
I know for a long time that was the case though.
Oh no, this is real shit.
I know since I was 27.
I'm 40 years old, so I've been through a lot.
Don't listen.
So I've been seeing niggas that niggas like, yo, Islam, you know, I'm sterile. I'm like, word? Did you tell your lady? Niggas like, nah. So they lady,
right now.
and you know why? I'm the guy that they ladies come and they like, they want to have a heart to heart with me.
They all want to talk to you, man.
So you understand what's going on? Oh shit.
Nah.
I'm so sorry. This podcast went way.
They gonna eat.
This is gonna all fit.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. We went crazy.
You a foul nigga, B.
I started with
Yo, Mr. Lee. Yo.
More tackle.
We're going to Wu-Tang show.
Now my show is doing 100% right now.
I think it's both around the same time. 12:30. Yeah, let me get a bogey. We got a cigarette. Like you smoke cigarettes, I smoke.
That's super dope.
Yo, listen, man. What are y'all doing? Why is everybody?
N.O.R.E. the special. N.O.R.E, you know what we're doing with the sped shit, right? I told you about the sped shit I'm doing, right?
Nah, tell the people though.
I'm a special education
what kind of
kid.
cigarette you got?
My bad.
What kind of cigarette
It's a
is that?
Newport, menthol.
Yeah,
you know I'm a special education kid.
Talk that special education shit.
Bus, behavior disorders, emotional disorders, learning disorders, all type of shit like that. And I was very embarrassed my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
You shouldn't have been.
And but that's what we get into now. So, you know, when I started leveling up in the rap game a little bit, I was like, all right, I'm a sped. Because that was a derogatory term. People would be like, you're in a sped school, you know what I mean? Shit like that. So I'm like, I want to take sped and make it something. And then when you started talking about it on Drink Champs and being like, yo, I was in the resource room and shit of that nature.
I was in
like,
resource and special education.
So I started counting, right? I'm like, all right, I leveled up as a sped.
And I rode the little yellow bus as well.
Me too, bro.
Yes.
So I leveled up as a sped, and then when you was talking about it, I'm like, all right, that's a sped millionaire right there. He touched a million. You know what I'm saying? I'm not counting your money, but yeah.
You could put say what, a double millionaire?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Basically, somebody very successful, very successful that was in special education, and I've been running into other people. Fatboy SSE, run with my whole shit, the Sped brand. You know what I'm saying? He was in special education. I bumped into Casanova. He's all with the shits. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been bumping into a lot of the founder of NiceKicks.com and all of that shit. The app, special education, super ADHD, all of that. Even Nas's pops took him out of school, right? Because they was trying to put him in special ed and shit, right? So I want to basically, before my life is done, be able to make all the kids in special ed who feel they can't do nothing in life be confident, like, look at all these examples of what the fuck I could really do with my life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've been taking action though. Like I go to South Boston High, I speak to the kids, they bugging out, they pushing their teachers around, they wild, you know, just wild shit. Like, because when they put, like, my classroom was like this, and my classroom was like Drink Champs without the liquor. Everybody's wild, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. So that's the product of that environment. You know what I'm saying? But they don't think. And I went to the school, bro, and I said, how many of y'all think you can make it in life? Put a hand in the air. Nobody raised their hand. And I said, because of this? Because you in this school? Because you in this class and you not in the regular shit? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, so I need to start getting every successful sped down with me and down with the shit that I'm doing. And so we got a motherfucking list. Just like, you know how Jordan didn't make his freshman team? So if a kid don't make their freshman team in high school, you can say, look, bro, it's hope. Jordan didn't even get picked for his freshman team. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And that's what I want to do with the sped shit. So I'm counting on you, bro, to fuck with me.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
The whole brand,
so N.O.R.E, what's up with you? We haven't heard from you in so long.
I've been sipping and cooling, smoking some backwoods. But listen though, you know, I live in the ATL. Been in Atlanta for about 7 years. In Atlanta, I got a company called Sucker Free Athletics. Campaign is called Health and Hip Hop. So throughout the parks in Atlanta, Georgia, I give we do free physical training for low privileged families.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Every summer we got a park called Cohen Park, located in Kirkwood, aka like Young Scooter, Future neighborhood. Future's family, the females is actually some of my first clients. Yeah. So you know, my whole thing is, whenever I do a show, I try to get to the city a day ahead of time and set up a boot camp to bring the community out. Try to go to community centers and do health. You know what I mean, to educate people about their bodies and all that and the proper things to eat. So you know, I'm definitely down with the health and wellness shit too.
That's a beautiful thing. Let's make some noise.
That's what I was saying though, like, when I saw you several years ago doing your running thing, that's when I first started running. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, like literally I was like, damn, N.O.R.E smoking bogeys, drinking, but he posting his running shit.
Balance, because level 12 backwards is level. You gotta balance.
You know what I mean? So I started going down to the gym, fucking with the treadmill, and then I started running outside. And running outside, I developed a real passion for like running.
So let me ask you something, because
shout out Giant from Bartenders too. That's
that's my nigga. That's my OG. So let me ask you something, because you being a part of the hip hop game, right? And maybe, in your opinion, or maybe in the public's opinion, you didn't get your fair chance.
Facts.
Why aren't you bitter about the rap game? Why didn't you meet me today and be like, fuck this shit? Like you met me, and you was happy.
Money in hip hop.
I guess first and foremost, I'm a hustler. And like I said, when I left Rochester, my nigga, I was on my third strike in the street. You know what I'm saying? My first spot, I got raided. I missed that by like a half hour. Opened up another joint. That got hit while I was at Wendy's. And then when I was setting up my last shop,
Wendy's fuck you up?
Wendy's.
He went to Wendy's while they was raiding his trap.
It was like the second of the month. And just like a brand new spot. You know what I'm saying? And we had bounced to go get some grub. And my cousin was like, yo, I'm gonna stay at the spot. And I'm like, nah, come get some grub. And he like, nah, I'm gonna stay. It's a second. You know what I mean? So while we in the line getting the grub, instead of going through drive-through, we decided to go inside and get the grub. While we in line, fiend lady called like, yo, they running up in your joint. So I'm like, damn. So my third strike, I had a joint, and this cat had just came home. He ran up in the joint, and he had my workers like hostage. You know what I mean? He wanted me to bring, you know what I mean? He had my workers hostage and shit like that. Successfully, I got him up out of there, and that was like, and in the streets, that was like my little third strike for me. You know what I'm saying? That was like enough signs. So I sat down for a minute and I made a move to the ATL. My man Breeze from my block, you know what I'm saying? He was the only one that had really went to college and shit like that.
Why didn't you hook up with Jermaine Dupri when you went to the ATL? That's what puzzles me. Because isn't it the person who put you in the game?
That's 9 months in the ATL. 9 months within the ATL.
Yeah, that came right after.
I went to 106. All that shit came after.
Okay.
Like my first record, Solo Hustler, I had that shit recorded before I met Jermaine. That was produced by Chad West. Shout out Chad West. Don Cannon gave me the beat. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit happened before I met Jermaine. You know what I mean? When I met Jermaine, I was already on 106. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Big Bob, I made the connection, and I ended up getting with him. And the record deal personally, like I had met Pharrell, like Big Bob had introduced me to Pharrell at the time, a couple different people. But like I told you, I had ran a blueprint past Jermaine, and he fucked with it. He had just became president of that version, and I was like, yo, this would be a good look. Come on TV, give me the chain, president of that version. Jay-Z had just got president at Def Jam. Right. You know what I mean? So he took it upon himself to say, yeah, this could be a good look. He broke bread. Like I said, it was in 9 months. Mentally, I wasn't really in the industry state of mind shit yet, especially from the block. So, you know what I'm saying? I ran with whatever was going on as far as the industry went. When shit ran dry with JD, I mean, to keep it 1,000, I just kind of like, you know, kept my crib in the A, started making moves as I knew usual. You know what I'm saying? Kept fucking with hip hop and shit like that, but I really had lost connects with the industry to, I mean, you know, you could call it my own ignorance, or you could just call it survival. You know what I'm saying? But it was, you know what I mean? From Rochester, you know what I'm saying? So I stuck to what I knew. Through that process, I developed the health and wellness business, started my own athletic apparel and shit like that. Always kept doing music, but just never really had like the plug, like you know, just lost connections. I caught a bid, fucking around in the A, you know what I'm saying? Caught a bid, shout out to Paulie from the Franchise Boys.
You were selling coke together?
Hell nah.
No.
Nah, hell
I don't know why you shot him out there.
Nah, because I was at, we was at the studio, we was at the studio together, and the studio got raided. You know what I'm saying? There was, you know what I'm saying? There was like, you know, it was pounds in the studio and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like after that shit, JD had kind of like stopped fucking with me.
You gotta relax. Niggas in pounds in the studio.
Yeah, hold on. I mean, keep it going.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean,
I gotta take a pee-pee.
Real shit.
It's like 13 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shit is over.
We coming back. Static. Where you going?
I'm taking a pee-pee too. We gotta stretch out.
We're taking the picture in the drop.
Just take a picture in the drop.
Wash your hands.
A picture.
Yo, you can do a podcast and just hit drink like
My brother.
Yo, Black, EFN. I got one family. How you doing? Yeah, cut it.